Wow, I can't see anybody. Ron, Patty, Leah, Dan, Tarek. All right. Hello, I'm Kristi Kirkland, Answer Marketing. Can everybody hear? Because I don't really like talking on these things. Oh, all right. Right there. Now you're not going to see my lipstick. Look, I did this just for you guys. All righty. I'm Kristi Kirkland, Answer Marketing, and I'm going to be here talking to you a little bit about the cash mob. These are some of my fellow cash mobbers. Yes, this is our newest groupie back here, Tarek. Just a little bit about the history of the cash mob. I was doing a research for an article for one of my clients, and I came across an article about a flash mob. Now, we don't flash anything but cash at these. But right next to that was another article from Arkansas about a cash mob and how it affected a small business in their town. And I was thinking, what a brilliant idea. I'm always trying to find ways to give back to the community, to connect with people, just bring some spark and energy, and this was the perfect opportunity. So I started doing a little research and found out that there's a lot of states that do this, and read up on it and how to get it going, and invited some of my very dearest friends and said, I have an idea. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but last year, end of 2011, right? 2012.
Yeah, last year.
Well, no, when was the first time? Was it 2011? Because we did it for a whole year. Okay, regardless. Okay, at the end of the year, we picked a business, a small business, and we just pushed it out there, invited some friends, and showed up at one time, all at once, and just spent money in their store. All of my groupies are on social media. So of course we jumped on there and we took pictures, we posted about it, and it just kind of steamrolled from there. One of my favorite cash mob events that we did was at Girls Inc. We showed up there, and one of our lovely radio or TV spots kind of let the cat out of the bag a little bit, but it didn't detract from the benefit that we brought to that. But we all showed up. It was a nonprofit, so instead of buying something, we just donated cash to whatever they wanted to do with it. And we found out at the very end that just that morning, a single mom had come in with 2 daughters and said, I want my daughters in this event. And they said, I don't know how I'm going to pay for it, but I will help out here. I will volunteer. I'll do whatever I can to get my girls in this program. And of course, Girls Inc. being Girls Inc. jumped right on it and said, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. We'll find a way to make this happen. A couple hours later, we cash mobbed them, and it came within a few dollars of supporting those girls going through that program. It was awesome. So I kind of want to turn it over to everybody over here, and one at a time they're going to tell you a little bit about their experiences. We have someone that has actually been cash mobbed, and we've got some members that have been with this for a long time. We've got a first timer, and then we've got our own groupie that hopefully will get him on the board too, and then go from there. This is Leah Matthews, Star Gallery, and she is now serving on our board, but she was one of our businesses that we actually cash mobbed.
Hi.
Whoops.
No one told me you have to stand real close to her. I only have one microphone.
I have to stand really close to her.
We can do that.
Okay. This isn't Cirque du Soleil. All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Leah Matthews, and yes, I am a recipient of a cash mob. And if you haven't been to my store, which you may not have, for 2 years, I was on Wilson Avenue in a small 175 square foot shop. So when all 20 people showed up at the same time to spend money, I was pretty overwhelmed. It's a wonderful organization. That cash mob enabled me to buy some equipment that I needed, and it has pushed my business out on social media. And we now have a location down on Beck Avenue, right across from Hunt's. If you're wondering where we are, please come down. But it's a wonderful opportunity for us to give back to our community, and the power that each one of us has to invite friends, which is the goal. If 10 of us go and we invite 10 people and that's 100 people and we all go and spend $10, that can make or break a small business in this community. Statistically speaking, I think you all know that the rate businesses go out of business is very high. So those dollars, they really help the people in our community and they really help me. So I definitely wanted to become a member. Thank you.
It's right there.
Mike's on the other side.
Oh. That ain't gonna work.
Hey y'all, I'm Patty Lowry with Gift Basket Designs, and I have been with the Cash Mob from the inception, a little over a year. And I just want to tell you, out of all the ones that we've been to, my favorite so far has been with the Humane Society thrift store. We hit them up just before Christmas last year, and they had no idea that we were coming, and there was a gang of us, and we just went through their whole warehouse, front and back, and all of that, and got all kinds of goodies, and it was just great. So, but I'm not going to go into a whole bunch, but I invite you all to check us out on Facebook. We meet once a month, and we pick a location once a month, and we just cash mob. So, you're up.
Hi everybody, my name is Tarek, and I guess I'm the newest groupie and supporter of Cash Mob. Prior to moving to Panama City Beach 6 months ago, I had never heard of Cash Mob, and just the concept and the idea of getting a group of people from a community to go back out and support the community financially, I think was a great concept. So I'm just really happy to be part of it. I participated in my first one last week. Was it last week?
Yes.
At my best friend's kitchen over in Panama City off of 23rd Street. Had a great meal there. And just the energy of the entire group that was there was fantastic. Another networking opportunity for those of us who are interested in networking and meeting new people. Being new to the community, it's been a great way for me to meet some really fantastic people. So I encourage you guys all to come out. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/cashmob.
Loyal to local Cash Mob.
Okay, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. So thanks for inviting me up here.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Well, good evening, everyone. Ron Short with United Way, and here to talk about our last month event. It was my best friend's kitchen. I want to say chicken. But I'll tell you, to share the experience, if you will, think of Black Friday. Think of when we get together, think of it as a shopper. We gather, we sneak, we hide, we let them know they don't know we're coming. So we're all out in the parking lot so that we can't be seen. And then we go in, and it's just like it was when we went there to see Kathy Riley, the owner. Know her very well, great lady. And when she saw us, she didn't have to say a word. You could just see it in her face, the appreciation that we were all coming in to just say thanks for having a business in our community. Thanks for what you're doing, and we had a good time, and it was networking, guys. I'll tell you that we advocate, and firm believer that what goes around comes around, and so we just share the location, the quality of food, the price, the service, so that we can share these stories so that we can get return business, and that's what it's all about. So hope you can join us. We have a blast, and very excited to be a part of the group. Thank you.
All right, I gotta get close. Very good. So again, Dan, and I've been with Cash Mob for almost a year now, if not a year. And my favorite Cash Mob was we went to Books by the Sea. And because I've only been in town or the area for 2 years, and apparently a lot of people have something about a bridge, and I think there's some trolls under it, and they're really scared to go across it every once in a while. But being new to town and being from small town Iowa, I really love those small mom and pop stuff. And so with Cash Mob, I get introduced to everything. I get to go to places I might not have known existed before, and I really liked Books by the Sea because it's one of those bookstores where you can go and you just explore. You go and you find a book. You're not there to just get something and go. You can wander and get lost. And you know, that's a good feeling to have again after, you know, some of our other bookstores have gone away in the area. So that's been my favorite time, and I strongly support having everyone join Cash Mob. Thank you very much.
Okay, one of the questions I always get asked when we're out and about is how do we pick these businesses? We actually do have a Facebook page and a website page, and you'll find a form on there. You can nominate anyone. We're looking for small businesses, somebody that might have been in business for a while, used to do good, and just kind of has fallen by the wayside. We love those. We love to go to those and just give them a little kick in the hiney and show everybody that they're still there, and then let them know that we appreciate them for hanging in there and being a part of our community. I've got some of the forms over there on that table, so if anybody has someone in mind that would be a big or a good benefactor for the Cash Mob, please fill one out. We meet once a month, like Patty and them were saying, and select somebody for the next month, and we always do it on the third Thursday of the month, and we usually do it at 10:30. In July, we're actually doing it at 4 o'clock because the business that we're having is not open early in the morning like most of the other ones that we're doing. So that's the Cash Mob. Don't really have that much else to say about it unless anybody has any questions. Awesome. We answered everything.
I have a question.
You would.
News media that came out, did they do a good story on that?
They totally rocked the story.
I'm not saying I was a reporter.
The clip that our wonderful media did on it is actually on that threefold board over there, if anybody wants to read the write-up that Jay Gramberg did on Girls Inc. It's awesome.